Hello, just a little word about neurodivergent learning. I'm back at university. I'm studying a master's in screen acting. There's a lot being asked of me, and second term it seems to be going better than the first term. There is a couple of things when it comes to like homework and stuff, and prioritising, and knowing what to do and when to do it, and to-do lists and all that sort of thing. So I do have a homework list, but sometimes things and lessons get missed. I've got to deal with overwhelm on the tube because of my Tourette's, because of my ADHD, and possible autism, but that's not official. So there's a lot of sensory things going on. I'm working hard. I'm turning up every day, and I'm getting on with it. Sometimes things slip through the net if there's some reasoning. There's been a lot going on in my personal life as well, and just juggling all that sort of stuff and just trying to keep the mental health in check so as I can get through it and so as I can do it and get the best out of it I can. Sometimes things slip, and it's not for a case of what people might perceive as laziness or forgetfulness. It's an executive functioning issue. So if one thing doesn't seem as important as the other, and one gives more dopamine than the other, then you'll put the thing which gives less dopamine to the back burner, because you will get to it eventually, even if it's only the day before. And it's just how our brains work. But when you're working collaboratively with people who are neurotypical, and they expect things to be done in a certain way, that can be frustrating for other people. And that in itself, when that comes back to you, can bring on a thing called rejection sensitivity dysphoria. So the responsibility is put upon the neurodivergent person to be keeping up with the neurotypical way of thinking and the neurotypical way of doing things. It's almost like asking a fish to climb a tree. The fish weren't made to climb the tree. You've probably heard that analogy before, but fish can swim. Bears can climb trees, all that sort of thing, but they're not the same thing. There's only so many spoons that you can spend to try and keep yourself in the spoon bracket, and so you've got energy to get up and do something else tomorrow. Otherwise, you're just going to be completely incapacitated and left there not having achieved anything. So it's not my space to apologise for the way that I am, but I think it's important that I explain why things happen this way. So, but I think it's a problem in the way some institutions and some courses are built when it comes to collaborative work and how things are paired up. I'm going to do some research into that and to find out a possible way forward for neurotypical and neurodivergent people to study and educate together at the same time, to learn at the same time, without it being too taxing on both the neurotypical and the neurodivergent people, but in different ways. Because we have to work together. It's just, but how can an Apple computer and a PC combat if they're not made in the same way? Because they're not made in the same way. It's just they function differently. That's where I'm at.